Good afternoon, you guys. It's a minute early, and we are here. Welcome to Keto for Real Life People. It is our weekly chat. This is where we get together every Thursday. I update you on my week. I get info on your week. I'm gonna just come over here and log in so that I can see. Sound off. Woohoo! There we go. All right, I'm just gonna give this a second here. I gotta figure out how to make this work. Oh, there we go. Yay, top chat. Hello, everybody. I can type it in. Everyone. There we go. And we're there. Hey, I already see there's people popping in, and I kind of like this where it's got it set up today. There we go. Super chat is open for anybody who wants to do super chat. Hello, hello, hello. I see Miss Sharon. Hello. Hello, Linda and Lisa and Cindy and Angie and Debbie. There we go. Let's see, custom emojis. I want them to open up so that I can use them. By the way, y'all, if you are a member, you do get custom emojis, and I just added cake too because, hey, you know, you should be able to have your cake and eat it too. So we've got some cool emojis. I'm going to pop them there and show you what they are. Bam. They're so cute. I designed them myself. All right, y'all. What a week. Golly. So, my week in general was very busy. Getting ready this week, just kind of leading up to next week. Hubby's having surgery on Tuesday morning. He has to be in Longview at 5:30 a.m. That is, I did the mileage. It's only 46 miles over there. So it's like 92 miles round trip. But anyways, we're just trying to get a lot of things done around the house. He's had his appointments. Obviously, I went to my appointment. I see you using those emojis, Miss Sharon. Yay! Oh, I have to put them back on so that I can see. So let's just get down to it. So I went to the doctor yesterday, and I just want to let you know, all day long I was just kind of anxious. My appointment wasn't until 1:30. I had to be there a little earlier because I was a new patient, new health insurance with the company my husband works for. So anyways, had to go see a new person. And so let's just skip to the part anxious the whole day and then get in there finally. And I honestly really liked this person. She's a female. She's a PA. It's a, like, you can choose a doctor, a PA, or whatever. I just took first available. Young person named Betsy. I thought, wow, what an old-fashioned name for such a young person. But hey, that was her name. Thank you for trying them, Linda. So she listened to me. That was the number one thing that was really awesome, is that she took the time to listen to me. And I want to tell you, I went in prepared for my visit. I got my planner out. I took a whole page. I wrote down all the symptoms. I expanded and made bullet points so that I could stay on track. I wrote tests down that I was hoping to get. And so she understood. I did not mention that I was keto. I just told her about my weight struggles my whole life, how I found a way to eat that was satisfying, that helped me lose 74 pounds, that I've been maintaining for over 2 years. And, you know, I mentioned the foods I eat. I just did not mention the word keto because they freak out. So, and then I explained to her everything I've been through in the last year. And I even explained to her right up to the point where I had my visit with my GP and what he had said to me regarding menopause symptoms and that I should have already been through it all and blah, blah, blah. So she was awesome. And, you know, you have to give your medical history. And so, you know, I did. And are you a smoker? Yes, I am. And before y'all tell me how to quit, I told her how I have off and on. I keep trying, but it is what it is, and I'm not even a heavy one. It's my Valium, and I told her about the struggle. So that being said, she is against bioidentical hormones. That made me unhappy. Um, but she does feel that I could benefit from a very low dose, mild transdermal patch that would deliver estrogen and progesterone, and she thinks that it would help me immensely with my outlook, my moods, hot flashes, vaginal dryness, things like that. So I kind of left feeling hopeful. I mean, at this point, when you've been dealing with this, I totally explained to her the last year, just over a year now, has been a nightmare, you know, just like, I don't like anything. You know, depression, the irritability, the I don't give two flips about anything attitude, anger all the time. I mean, I don't want to be like this the rest of my life. The other thing she offered as an option was antidepressant, a mild one that I would probably end up taking for the rest of my life. And I explained to her that's not an option I want. I don't care to take medications in the first place, and I sure as heck don't want to get myself hooked into antidepressants. She understood. She was very understanding through the whole process. So I got my little prescription called in. Lo and behold, my insurance company doesn't want to pay for it. So it's kind of pricey at $100 a month. That's an issue at this point for me because, hey, we are just, you know, going into surgery and being off work and hubby and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I've got a call into her. She is, so she told me that she thought it might not get covered, so that she would try to prescribe something else. What it is, I don't know. But anywho, that's where I'm at. I haven't heard from the doctor's office yet today. I'm not in a huge rush. I know that this is just hormones, and a few days wait isn't going to make the huge difference for me. But when I got home, the patch that she prescribed for me, y'all, is called a Combi patch, C-O-M-B-I. I started reading reviews on it. I started reading side effects, and then I started crying. I just want to be real with you. I cried last night. I drank too much wine, too, because that's how I coped with it. Just be perfectly honest with you. I started reading how people were gaining weight and that they were bloated and they had water retention and hair loss and weight gain. And I just cannot. I became very discouraged last night after thinking about all of that because it's like, okay, do you want to be a happier person, but you're just going to have a whole bunch of nasty, ugly side effects? Or do you just want to stay an ugly person and hope that you can still lose weight and keep a little bit of your hair and not be dealing with constant water retention and bloat and weight gain? I don't know. To me, it seems like a rock and a hard spot. I know that there are some of y'all out there that have, you know, dealt with doing synthetics and said they were all right. I have also heard read people's comments where, you know, it was an absolute nightmare. So I'm on the fence. I'm 50-50. I'm not sure which way I want to go. I do know this much. If I start this mess and it starts going south on me with the negative side effects like that, I will be off of them in a heartbeat. I guess you'll just have to deal with me. My husband will have to deal with me because I'm just not doing it. Oh my gosh. So I can't tell here what we got going on. So is anybody else out there, if you've dealt with synthetics, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. You know, you could put a comment down for it. So that's where I'm at with it. Husband was really sympathetic for me last night. I mean, he was just like, babe, I'm so sorry, you know. And that's it. Overall, though, it's been a good week, you guys. This is where I just, you know, like, talk about strategies for the week. By the way, we had 2 winners for the Keto Child giveaway. Nadia Rivera and Catherine Sawchek. were our Keto Chow winners. And did anybody else do the Keto Chow challenge? Did anybody try it out? Did you do like all Keto Chow? Did you replace meals? I'll tell you, I was just busy, and I've been still messing around with these darn recipes trying to get them right for too long now. But I did do at least one meal as Keto Chow a day, and I did lose 1 pound. So, yay! I'm super happy about that. Let's see. Oh yeah, Miss Sharon, she's pointing out and reminding me that my doctor was shocked. She was absolutely, and so was the nurse, really. Here I am, 55 years old, and they wanted to know my meds. And I'm like, I don't have any prescriptions. And they're like, no prescriptions. No, not if it, I don't have them. That was shocking, because by the time you're 55, I mean, heck, by the time my mom was 55 years old, y'all, she was on high cholesterol medication, she was on antidepressants, she was on pain meds, nighttime sleep aids, yeah, medicine for psoriasis. I mean, the woman, she was on 5-6 medications, you know, by the time she was 52, a little younger than me. And I think a lot of people are. I mean, I got friends, and I got, you know, a husband who's on 3 meds right now. So they were a little bit shocked and pleased. She did tell me that she liked my outlook on, you know, avoiding medications unless absolutely necessary, that I told her I wasn't against them. It's just I didn't want to take them unless it's absolutely necessary. They did do my labs yesterday. I startled the little nurse because this was the only time that I really had to do a little weight. Is the nurse or the doctor, she didn't do a pelvic exam or any of that. She goes, let's just do your lab work. We're going to see where you're at. We're going to prescribe you these hormones, and then we're going to reschedule you for 1 month, and then we'll take your labs again, and we can do a comparison. She goes, I really want to know about your thyroid. And so when we walked out of the waiting room, the little exam room together, she said, just stop off here. I'm going to have the nurse get you ready for labs. I was like, okay. So the nurse comes over, and she's doing it, and she's writing it down, and I see her write down the test, the free T4, the free T3, and I was like, yes! And she I bet she thought I was weird. But anyways, I said, you do not know how long I've wanted something more in-depth than just a general, CBC, where, you know, your thyroid it's in range, whatever. So got my labs done, and I'm looking forward to the results of that. Cindy says, I went through it all without anything, didn't want to take anything. Yeah, Cindy, see, that's the way I'd like to. But at the same time, I mean, I guess, to be really real with you guys, I am always struggling. Right now, I've had the most negative mindset. It is constantly negative. I was not this way. Constantly disappointed, constantly bitching, constantly thinking never gonna change, or look at this, or me and me. I mean, I'm not a nice person anymore to be around. I mean, I try my best. I do keep in a lot, but my mind is still running a mile a minute, and I can hear all of it, and I'm like, oh my God, Nancy. This is tiring. It's terrible. It's I don't want to feel like this. And then it takes you down to where one day it just swallows you up, and you're like, okay, that's it. I got nothing. My life is nothing. Now I don't have anything to look forward to. And then that depression thing starts, and I just don't want to live like this. I would hate to go on antidepressants. I would hate to. I know that my mom did. My mom went on Prozac and has been on it, and she's tried to go off of it, and she's an absolute mess if she goes off of it. I'm not against them. I want you to know, if you need antidepressants, and that's fine. It's just that I feel like fighting it. I fight it with the way I eat, fight it with the way I live, fight it. You know, that's my go-to. But I'm telling you, I am becoming exhausted dealing with my emotions on my own. I don't know. Again, I have to take some things into consideration, for real. Okay. Carol says, I started taking estrogen and progesterone in pill form, and it has made a world of difference. I don't have hot flashes anymore, and I'm happier. The happier part is what gets me. She asked me about hot flashes and night sweats, and I told her, really, I don't have them. It's not like the house is burning down around me. I mean, yes, do I get them? But I don't even, like, they don't bother me enough for me to take anything for. You know what I mean? Like, I maybe have a few hot flashes a week, not a few a day, not all day. If I was probably on fire, that would bother me. So my biggest thing is the happier part, the mood swings, the irritability, the depression, the weight gain, the facial hair. Oh my God, you guys. Like, I started getting little things back when I was clear in my late 20s. I started getting a little black whiskery looking thing. Now it's like I am trying to become my father, like for real, like that comedian, like goatee area. And here I've got this patch of, Jesus. I want the hair to stop growing on my face. I want it to start growing back on my scalp. Everything else is optional. Lisa says I didn't. Debbie says I'm doing 2 shakes a day now. Marianne Brown says, just got mine yesterday. Lisa says, I'm 54 and I don't take anything. Carol says, I'm on 7 meds. Angie says, at 58, don't take anything. Exercise and medication has helped me, and staying away from sugar. Yeah. Lisa says, me too, about the hot flashes. Yeah, so, and this is the wonderful thing about us. We all, I mean, some need it, some don't. Some just say, hey. And I kind of was thinking that, hey, once maybe I got past this year of hell, that maybe I would just balance out and be happy-go-lucky again. The doctor said it's a possibility. I hope so. I would hate to know that, everything accumulated to the moment where I was like, for the rest of my life, this is all you get. I guess I better take the meds then. Whichever. We'll see. Cindy says it does get better. That's good to know. That gives me hope. Now, she did mention to me, she said, because I had told her when my last period was in July, when they stopped, and then I did tell her that 230 days later, at the end of March and beginning of April, I had a 7-day period. And so now it's been 130 days, and I still really do need that 365 days of no period to say that I'm post-menopausal. So I'm definitely menopausal, but because of where I'm at, she said this medication could perhaps start me up again. I'm like, well, for real, like if it's not going to be serious, like am I going to like have a period? Will my hormones actually start kind of swinging back and forth again? I liked it. I told her, I'm going to be perfectly honest with y'all. At first, I thought, okay, menopause isn't going to be that bad. I mean, I can accept it. I'm earned the right to not have to deal with periods anymore. But going through all of this, I told her when I got that period back in March, I was so freaking happy. I mean, she goes, why were you happy? I said, because, man, the appetite, the cravings, all of that stuff fell away. My mood picked back up. It had been like 7 long months of PMS, and then to finally get your period and the symptoms stopped for 7 days. It was nice. I said, and then slowly but surely, that was that. Everything kind of tapered away again, and here I am back down in the PMS, eternal PMS. Oh gosh. Debbie says menopause sucks. My transition was awful. Poor sleep and moodiness. It was the worst. Yes, girl. That's it. That you hit the nail on the head with that. That's how I feel about it. Sleep. I don't know. I mean, I sleep, but I don't ever feel like, and I'm going to tell you guys, I was really kind of delving into some issues about sleep because, we need it. Especially, life is stressful enough, and sleep is one of the most important things that we can do for ourselves, is to get good quality sleep. And I was like, but I don't ever feel like I've got that. You know what I mean? Like I sleep, I go to sleep easy. Uh, I might wake up a little bit maybe during the night, not much, especially if hubby's home. But generally 7, 8 hours. But then I still just feel tired. It's called fatigue. So, and that could be my thyroid too. So, along with menopause, I could be having some thyroid issues, and I am supposed to get my labs back sometime, she said, today or tomorrow. So, hopefully, I will learn something. It's not that I want something to be wrong with my thyroid, mind you. I do want to point that out. It's just that, you know, when you got that feeling, it's like, it's got to be something. They got to find something. Now, I don't know. I wish I had my husband's trouble. Kid you not, y'all, when we first got married, he was a size 29-inch waist. He's only a 32 now. But back in the day, that dude only weighed 149 pounds, 150 pounds, and he was skinny, and could eat so much. And actually, the doctor told him, look, your thyroid is just a little overactive. Not enough to get on meds about, but enough to keep your metabolism revved. He's like, I never get to say this, but eat anything and everything as much as you can, and eat those high-fat ice creams. I mean, this guy gave him the pass of a lifetime, and he ran with it. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm over here going, I looked at a cookbook and gained 5 pounds. I really don't want anything wrong, but at the same time, I'd like to, I mean, I have the symptoms. My temperature runs right in the 97s all the time. I've got the tingly hands, the cold hands. I mean, I get colder easier than I get hotter. So, you know, just one symptom after another of the brain fog and the skin and the fatigue. So maybe it's that, and it's not all menopause. Who knows? Oh my gosh, Susie. Oh, golly. Hey, Linda. I never sleep good. When I was in menopause, my husband thought he was living in the movie The Exorcist. Eek. Yeah, I don't sleep good at all. I sleep maybe 6 hours at night. Debbie said, if I get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, I'd be in heaven. I do. I mean, see, there's certain things I've been really blessed with, like the ability to have my periods regular as clockwork. Like, you could set the calendar by them. Like, I was always regular. Sleep issues, very seldom. I went through a few sleep issues maybe 17, 18 years ago. It was a short period of time when I was dealing with some anxiety issues, some depression, and I had things majorly going on in my relationship, you know, life. And I did take some antidepressants and I don't know, whatever that is they give you for panic attacks or whatever. I think that's the only time I ever had any sleep issues. Other than that, go to bed. I do. I go to bed. I'm a creature of habit. I fall asleep and I wake up 7, 8 hours later, just like that. If I fall asleep at 9, I'm awake at 5. If I fall asleep at 10, I'm awake at 6, you know, just like that. So, but for me, it's the feeling of not feeling rested. Like, I don't wake up with energy. I don't wake up going, that was great. Even though we went down and bought a new mattress. We have been married 31 years, and we have never in our entire relationship have we ever had a new mattress. And we were waking up in pain every day. So finally, we went down and we bought a new mattress last month. Was it last month? No, it was earlier this month. I don't know. What I will tell you is this. We have 120 days on this bed. And I think it's just a titch too hard for me because we need to get better sleep, quality sleep. And I think this mattress is just a little bit too firm for me. I'm a side stomach sleeper. Just saying. Sleep is everything. And if you're gonna spend anything, we didn't get a new bedroom set. We just wanted a mattress. That was it. check your thyroid. I asked for 12 years to raise my meds. No one doc would. Got a new doc. He raised it slightly, and I've got more energy and sleeping much better. Man, that's good to know. Now, if there is something that comes back on that thyroid, I'm going to need everybody's help. I'm going to have to research, even more because, I've heard horror stories about synthetic medications and blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. My friend's on it, and she's a ball of energy. I don't know. Let's see. Alrighty. So, that's my week. We're coming up on the 30-minute mark, y'all. I did the keto chow. I lost 1 pound. I felt great. Of course, before I go to the doctor yesterday, it shows me up 3 pounds, and there was no way in hell it should be. It was just water retention. But again, this is what stress does to us. Stress is terrible. I knew I was stressing this doctor's appointment. I knew I had some concerns and worries, and sure enough, anytime I want, something important date, I'm always 5 pounds heavier when I go. I wish I wouldn't do that to myself, for real. But so I'm happy with this week. We've ate well. We've had quite a few salads, a lot more veg this week. Felix has gone pretty much keto for now. Carnivore is what he kind of prefers, but I think he got a little tired of only eating just meat. So he is still doing really good. Here's my plan and my strategy for the week coming up. And you can join in, you could do it. Meal prep. I get into stages where, I'm really good about prepping, and it makes things so much easier, y'all, if you'll just take some time to do some simple meal prep. It could be as small as separating and bagging your cheese up for the week, or scrambling a bunch of eggs, or putting them in egg muffin cups. For me, this is what I'm doing. I have been holding on for a special occasion, I guess. I've got about 5 pounds of beef bones and cartilage out in my freezer. I'm going to be pulling it out this weekend. I would imagine Sunday and Monday is when I'm going to be making bone broth. I'm going to be making him bone broth. I'm going to be making chicken broth, which I have been keeping my bones from my rotisserie chickens, and I deboned a bunch of thighs. And I got chicken. I'm making chicken bone broth. I'm making beef bone broth. I'm going to be scrambling up a few dozen eggs and putting them in containers. I'm going to go ahead and get my bacon all cooked up for the week and get it out of the way. I might make some deviled eggs as well. I'm also going to be making some keto chow shakes and getting those prepped and in the fridge, because the surgery, I don't know how many days he will be in the hospital. I know this much. This time, they're not going to just let him go right away. I'm just not doing it. I'm telling him, no, I'm not taking him home. Every dang time that man has surgery, hospitals are super quick about kicking your butt out within 24 hours. Carotid artery, no problem. Gone. Less than 24 hours. Back in the emergency room by ambulance a day and a half later. So, I'm going to tell these people, I am going to be an advocate for my husband, and I'm going to tell them, you are going to keep him until the worst of the worst is over. And we're going to make sure there's no complications, because first of all, we don't just live here in town where the dang hospital is. So secondly, I am not going to let them feed him shit diet. Sorry, I cussed. I did it. I'm sorry, but I'm just not doing it. I'm going to be, like I said, giving him bone broth, which is super healing and good for him and very rich in nutrients. And I'm going to make sure that when I make the bone broth that I add turmeric as a natural anti-inflammatory. I'm going to make sure I put a little ginger in it so it'll have a little medicinal healing as well. And yeah, I'm going to feed that man. I don't know. I've got to figure out some sort of way to take it with me. I mean, back and forth. I'm going to say the surgery is Tuesday morning. I definitely know that I will be there at least, I'll probably stay overnight Tuesday if they'll let me. So I will make sure to take enough food for Tuesday evening and Wednesday morning, and then I can always run back home and gather up more if need be. But anyways, these are things I'm doing. I am going to be busy tomorrow with chores. We've got chores we're trying to do. The weather is supposed to start turning nice, so Saturday morning I'm going to be getting out in my backyard and going to my shed, and I'm going to take everything out of it and get it reorganized. I also took out a big old pork butt roast that I had bought on sale a month or two ago, because the weather is supposed to be cool this weekend. High only 79 for the day, or 78. I can't wait. So I'm going to make a big pot of green chili stew, New Mexico style. I'm going to make a big pan of Spanish cauli rice. I'm going to make miracle dough tortillas, and I'm going to have our neighbors across the street and invite them over because they're from Arizona and they love New Mexico green chili. So that's got a busy week coming up, really busy. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yes, Miss Sharon, I will be taking my bento boxes for my own personal use for Tuesday for sure. Bone broth, yes. Yes. Hey, Barbara. Hello. So that's it, y'all. Just fall is coming. Oh, that's another thing. I'm supposed to put up my fall decor, and I do want to get as much done this weekend with food prep, with house cleaning, with some organizing. I need to go to my storage unit that's across town and get what fall stuff out that I can and get it done. I just don't know what to expect when he comes home because it's going to be a road to recovery. So have it done as much as possible. Okay, so I got a couple of questions for y'all too. So y'all know that I am working on this pie recipe. Now I will tell you, I've got to find some smaller pie pans. I'm just gonna say this because I did this pie and I played with it and I baked it and it tastes good, but it's still really weird and freaking me out. I also made cookies with it, which I wasn't as thrilled with as I thought I was going to be. But here's the thing with the pie, both pies, I've ended up throwing half of them away. And I think the reason being is because we're keto, like, I didn't think to freeze it. I mean, honestly, the lemon one, it was a little, the texture was off. But with even the pumpkin one, I guess I could have frozen it. But I let it sit in the fridge too long. So I would prefer to find some smaller pie plates and just make smaller pies. Or else I guess I'm going to have to find a container. We just don't eat it. Like, we eat half of it and we're like, oh, we're done. Like, it takes us almost a week to eat half a pie. It's so rich and it's sweet and the crust is high fiber. So it's, you know, we don't sit around eating a lot of sweets. So that's just something to think about with these new recipes is, you know, I need to make smaller. So like when I make a keto cake, I don't use my traditional 8-inch pans. I use like the little 6-inch pans. And one of those cakes will last days even with my non-keto fam. So I'm going to be on the lookout for small pie plates. I don't even know if they're a thing or not. Thermos. Oh, yeah. I got a couple of thermoses. Jesus, at one point I was thermos poor. Every time we turned around, the kids were buying their dad a thermos for Christmas. And I was like, what am I doing with all these damn thermoses? I even have, you guys, I love vintage dishes, vintage things. So I've had this one thermos. It's a double air pot thermos. It's got the 2 spouts on it, and the container that it's housed in is like the colors from the late 70s, early 80s. It's like bright yellow, bright pink, bright turquoise, bright blue. It's just, it's striped, but it has 2 awesome glass air pots built into it. They work well, and I've already had this thing 20 years on my own. It still works like a charm. Sweets never last that long around my sweet tooth. Well, we go back and forth. Felix is still wanting his ice cream. We've been buying the Halo Top Keto ice cream. And I told him, he's like, I guess it's not good to go ahead and buy more than 1 at a time. And I said, yeah, because he had gone a few weeks back and, you know, had bought 2 for me and 2 for him, and over the weekend, we each ate 2. And I was like, I can't do that, baby. So he's like, I probably shouldn't either. I said, no, it's really a treat, not a thing. So anyways, we tried the Halo Top Keto version, and it is clean. It doesn't have the sugar in it that the other Halo Tops have in it. But I will tell you, their caramel butter pecan is keto flavor, and it's pretty good. It takes a second because it has a little bit of a texture. Again, they use this protein powder in it to make it, like a lot of these companies do. But if you let it set out and get, room temperature a little bit, or pop it in the microwave for 20 seconds or whatever, then it's not so bad. I'm like, how can wet ice cream taste dry? That's what it does. So the sweet tooth thing, yeah, I don't mind. Like, we do movie night, so we have something to munch on, like an ice cream, or we start binge watching something. And I've been going down because Lily's has been making the small little, like, 2-pack, and they are small. They're not even the same size as a traditional candy bar. They have the little 2-pack of peanut butter cups, or just a little bitty bar of, it's like this wide, about that long, of chocolate. They're still a price, $1.39 a piece. But I'll buy like 2 packages, and I'm like, okay, you choose whichever, or we split it, and that's how we'll do our sweets. So husband's up and talking. He was taking a nap. So Enlightened, yes. I love Enlightened ice cream. I love Rebel ice cream. I like Enlightened. I think the reason that we keep getting the Halo Top, I couldn't think. See, this is like my brain goes blank. Is because it's at Walmart. They don't carry the other stuff, and we have to go to Berkshire's to get the Rebel or Enlightened. Which he's like, I don't want to. I was like, okay, whatever. Now, I did stop at Sprouts yesterday, y'all, and I have to say that I enjoyed that little store. I didn't stay long because, man, it had been a long day already, and I did need to get home. But I was able to pick up a couple of things, and I will show you real quick. That I was super happy with. And I might as well grab a glass because I have not tried this one right here, so I'll do a little give it a try here. So I got some great cheese. I got like some, like the shredded Parmesan, but it's a Fontina, a Parmesan mixture. I got some mozzarella balls that were packed in water. They had some really good prices. Let me see if this little thing here will work. I don't know if that'll work on that or not, but maybe it will. I don't know. If you hold your tongue out, it works. Ha! My little wine thing. See if I can't get that off of there. So this is Super Coffee, you guys. I tried Super Coffees. You get the plastic bottles. I can get those at Berkshire's or at the Granary, but you cannot get these little guys, which I only bought one because I was so happy to see it. But this is Super Espresso by Super Coffee, or Keto. Protein, MCT oil, 0 sugar, low calorie, 180 milligram caffeine, sweet and creamy caramel. Oh, I just fell in love with these. These were my #1 pick when I went to KetoCon last year. This company's product was my favorite, followed very, very closely by this one, Zevia energy drinks. And the only energy it has in it is just caffeine. So, if you don't feel like drinking a cup of coffee and you want something that tastes delicious, this is the mango ginger. So I was kind of thrilled with these things. These were on sale 3 for $5, so I got 3 of those. These were $1.99, so I just got 1 of those. And then this is something I have yet to try. This is a big old bottle of cold brew, and I still do not know what cold brew is all about. I don't even know what that's about. Well, I'm going to find out. So this is Keto Super Coffee, protein, MCT oil, sweet and creamy mocha. Not a huge mocha fan, but I'm not opposed to it all the way either. So we're gonna see. Positive energy, 2 cups of coffee, uh, 200 milligrams of caffeine per serving. 12 fluid ounces is a serving. So I'm just going to take a little taste because I think it might be a really, these afternoons, I told you, I'm fatigued, I'm tired. I don't normally go to caffeinated drinks, but lately, ooh, it looks like chocolate milk. Mmm, yum, yum, yum. Oh my God, that's good, y'all. Mmm, mmm. I feel good. Mm. All right, I'm gonna need to get me some ice. Give me a second here. I don't need 12 ounces. I just need a glass of ice. Yes, girl. And I'm gonna need me a straw. Where's my little straw? That's not the straw I want. There we go. That's the straw I want. Okay. Got me my little wiggly straw here. There we go. Let's just do this. Oh my goodness. I bet, oh, this is going to be so awesome. Ah, y'all. So that's a little bit of stuff I want to show you that I got. Okay, make tart size or the foil pie pans are smaller. True that. I kind of just want like a little pie. I still like the idea of cutting them. I did get some of the little foil pie crusts. I bought some. I couldn't find any to buy, so hold on. I just got a wonderful, superb idea here. Superb idea, y'all. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I got the little graham cracker crust pies and I dumped all that out to the side, threw it away, and then I tried baking little pie crusts and they were just too puffy. That pie dough just was too puffy. So, you know, my straw got in the way. Just a little dab, right? I swear, I don't mean to tease y'all, but if I'm gonna do something like this, I don't go to Starbucks. And I don't do all that. So I'll just do a drizzle, just enough to make me feel like I've got a... Now my husband's been eating the heck out of this chocolate. I haven't had any of this chocolate yet. There we go, just there we go. There. A fine little string of chocolate. What do you say, y'all? What do you think? Does that look delish? I'm sorry, but yeah. Now I have my sweet tooth, right? Okay, yummy. That looks so yummy. I drink caffeine. If I drank caffeine now, I would not sleep a week. Hey, I've always been like that, like so sensitive, and I still have my days, but again, I'm just like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's what my girlfriend always says. You can sleep when you're dead. Get your ass in gear. Let's go. I gotta have my husband try that. Oh, I spilled syrup on the side of the thing. Oh well. Besides, I think it says 12 ounces, and with the ice, that's a 12-ounce glass. So I'm probably not getting quite that many ounces. Probably. I don't know. 8 ounces, maybe. Hey, baby, taste that. You don't have to be on camera. Just give it a taste.
Rain's coming.
Huh? Rain's coming?
Big moss just pouring down, lightning everywhere.
We got storms coming, y'all. What do you think?
That's that coffee.
It says coffee, right here. Cold brew.
That wouldn't be bad if you're used to it.
Well, my whipped cream stayed at the top. Got chocolate syrup and caramel on it.
I got mustache though.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the leash for the dog and let it out for a minute.
Okay. So All right, y'all, we've got some storms coming. And
She's gonna put off the phone for another moment.
no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to go forward into the week, like I said, with my meal prep. I've got the surgery coming up. I appreciate y'all. I cannot guarantee you all that I'll be here next Thursday. I just don't know. If he's in the hospital still, I'll be there. And if he's just getting home from the hospital, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But look in my community thing for posts, because if I'm going to do something, I will try to post it at least one day in advance so that you guys can get a heads up. Sharon said me either, Debbie. Ha. That's so tasty, Miss Sharon. So tasty. So that's my plan. I hope you go forward. Give some meal prep a thought for the week. I mean, again, it's just another tool for us to put in our box. We've got all kinds. We've got our intermittent fasting tool. We've got our OMAD tools. We've got our meal prep tool. You know, get your good sleep. Sleep is important. It helps keep your stress down, y'all. Look after ourselves first. Thank you, Linda. Well, y'all, thanks for coming in. I'm not going to keep it going any longer. It's about 2:45. We had our weekly update. If you have any questions and you haven't put them here and you think of it later, just leave a comment. I always check my comments. I don't know if we have any new people, but if you're new, welcome. Thank you for popping in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified when I am live or when I do upload a video, make sure you guys hit the little bell. It lets you know that there's something going on. You'll always get that notification when I post something. If you aren't a member, you might consider being a member. You know, I have some wonderful people out there who are so awesome and supportive. It's a wonderful way to help me continue to do what I do. And when you are supportive, I do little things to give back. So there's the join now button if you're interested. You guys have a wonderful week. Take care. Remember, fats first, moderate protein, low carb, and get you some.